Hi everybody, it's me Adele and welcome to my channel Sew for Serenity, where I talk to you about my sewing journey. I talk to you about my love for fabrics, dressmakings and patterns, and we have general sewing and live chit chat. So if that sounds of interest to you, please keep on watching. Welcome back to all my regular viewers, and if you're new here, I hope you enjoy this vlog and consider subscribing. So welcome to this week's instalment of my Friday Sews, where I talk to you about what my plans are for the week ahead in respect of my sewing journey and what I've been doing and making this week. Now I want to start off with a massive apology for last week's. It was the first ever week I haven't done a Friday Sews in nearly a year, and it was because basically I was a bit poorly. And I just really didn't feel up to filming or editing, and yeah, it's the first time that I've never released one, and I did feel really guilty about it. But I promise you I've got a bumper episode today, so hopefully that will make up for it. So first of all, what am I wearing? Well, I am wearing a couple of things. The first thing I want to talk to you about is my t-shirt, which is basically one of my birthday presents. A lady never discusses the size of her fabric stash. Now, this t-shirt, obviously I didn't make it. It was one that I got for my birthday off my mother-in-law. They'd already given us some money towards some fabric, which I will show in another vlog. And my husband, whose birthday is 2 days before mine, had some money for some things that he wanted. They also got us a little surprise gift, which was these t-shirts. I think they were from Amazon. If I can find them, I'll put in the link below, because quite a few people have asked me about this t-shirt. But basically I got this one, which is obviously all about my hobby of fabric buying. And my husband, who current hobby is jiu-jitsu, had a t-shirt saying love, peace and jiu-jitsu, which was really cute. So we had like these matching t-shirts on our hobby, so that was really, really nice. And then I'm wearing one of my makes that I've made last week. Now this is the Peppermint magazine Slouchy cardi by from Peppermint magazine, and it's a free pattern, and I was really looking for a really comfy cardigan. Now I was going to do the Harper cardigan. I'd already cut out the pattern for the Harper cardigan, and I'd cut it out when I was a little bit smaller, and I was just worried about making it up and it being a little bit too tight, because I wasn't sure how much ease there was in the pattern, because it wasn't clear from the pattern how much there was. But this one, I knew it was free and thought, do you know what, let's have a look on Instagram and see if we like any of the versions, and they all looked really comfy and cozy, just what I was looking for. So I have made this, and I've made this in a cotton jersey that I was gifted from Blooming Fabric Company, and I got 2 meters of this, and it is this gorgeous poppy animal print, animal skin I think they call it, with neon, and they do it in 2 colourways, white and this khaki colour, and as you all know, khaki is my colour. It's really lovely quality. It's not obviously fluffy or anything, and not super thick. I just wanted something to just pop on, just to have my arms covered, and it's just really nice. I will put a picture up, but it's got pockets, and they're really super deep pockets as well, so really comfy. And then it's got this band that comes all the way round the back and all the way up, and yeah, it's just lovely. You can wrap it round, snuggle it round, and really, really cozy. And it's such a quick make as well. I think this took me, I would say, probably didn't take me more than an hour and a half maybe. Obviously not including the cutting out, but probably about an hour. It's got these super long cuffs as well. I did shorten the pattern by 2 inches, really, because I didn't have enough fabric to do. Just, it was my fault really how I put the pieces out. So I cut off 2 inches, and actually that worked out perfectly because it's just the right length for me actually, so I'm pleased with that. And yeah, just really, really like it. I've got some other fabric that I would like to make some more of these cardigans in. I'd quite like to make it in a kind of wool fabric. I've got some knitted stretchy fabric that's like, looks like wool basically, and that would be really nice in this. So yeah, Peppermint magazine Slouchy cardigan, really, really recommend it. Free pattern, awesome. Hope you like it too. So that was one of my makes. Now the other couple of makes I've got, unfortunately haven't got the items to show you because they were both gifts that I've already gifted to the people, but I have got photographs of them and have shared them on my Instagram. Now the first gift that I am so proud to talk about is my Lygon can't get my words out, Lygon robe from Cashmerette. Now I am part of the Cashmerette Club, which is a monthly subscription where you get exclusive patterns that aren't available unless you're in the club. Now not the last one, but the time before, it was the Lygon robe, which you can see here on the images. There's a short version and a long version, and it's a really lovely robe that you can wear as a jacket if you want to, but I made mine as a dressing gown. I made it in a waffle cotton in white, very spa-like. The story behind it is my best friend Helen, whose birthday is a couple of days after mine, she when we went on my hen do, she really liked the spa dressing gowns that they have, which are like a waffle, tend to be waffle type gowns, and she was basically joking, saying, I bet you could make me one. Anyway, I was like, no, I'm not making you one. So then I thought it'd be a really nice surprise to make her one. So I sewed it up, and I must admit, I absolutely love sewing up this pattern. It's really nice. The waffle fabric was a pain in the butt to work with, because two reasons. One, it's very bouncy. It reminds me of double gauze actually, where it stretches, and then also it obviously has the lines across it and the squares and the grid, but because it stretches, they do kind of, they don't really stay straight. So when you're lining up seams and lining up, oh, just smudged my eye makeup, when you're lining up the hem, you really had to focus on keeping it straight, but then also it not looking wonky with the fabric. I'll try and show you an example. Here we go. I've got some scraps here. So as you can see, this is the waffle, and can you see that if you see that cut there, obviously I've gone off the straight line there, and it has got some stretch in it. You can see the movement it's got in there. So obviously when you stretch it, you then see that those squares are on a slant. So yeah, that caused some, just being a bit more careful with it, but it was enjoyable to sew. And yeah, when you were trying to press the hem, it just bounced back and stuff like that, so just beware of it. It has some really lovely details. It's got pockets, it's got a tie, and it's got this really interesting detail, which I'll try and show you in the line drawings. I don't know if they'll come up, but it's basically got this top stitching around the collar and on the cuffs and on the pocket tops. Now, I didn't do this in the end, and the reasons why I didn't do it were for two reasons. One, I was using white thread, which really wouldn't show up. And two, because of the lines in the waffle and the way the fabric moved, it was very hard, because even if I did them equal lengths away from each other, each line, it wasn't always hitting the grids. And I just thought it could look messy and end up frustrating me. So I did admit those, and I'm really glad that I did do that. In respect of sizing, I was really worried about the sizing on this, because obviously I'm making it for somebody else that I don't know what their sizes are, but I do know she's probably about a 14 UK. So what I ended up doing was going up a size, because she likes it a bit baggier. So what I ended up doing was doing it a little, I went up a size to a size 12 US, which is a UK 16, and it absolutely fitted perfectly. It was big enough to give her that comfort, and she tried it on over like a jumper and jeans, and it fitted lovely, and she looks stunning in it. It's just really nice, and she was so blown away that I'd done it for her as well. She takes the mickey out of me sewing all the time, but she really appreciated it and was really touched. It's the first friend I've made anything for, and yeah, it's really nice. And I'm actually going out for breakfast with her tomorrow, to celebrate our birthdays, because we usually don't give gifts, we usually just go out together with each other, but yeah, I kind of spoilt her a little bit with this. I also did an iron-on patch, which I got from, is it called Patch Club? I'll put the details of where I got it from. It's only a couple of pounds, and it's gorgeous. It's like a turquoisey green that you iron on, It's really nice. And then I also put on the neckband, which I've got a photograph of, the Kylie and the Machines no bra required label. And then on the side there was a little I think it was from So Anonymous, a label that said for you with a heart on it. So yeah, it's a really lovely make and I was really proud of it, and I'll put some pictures in so you can see what it looks like. So yeah, Lygon Robe. Now I have got some waffle knit myself, which I was going to make a gown with, but I've decided I'm going to use those for some pyjamas. But I am still going to make this gown, but do it in a different fabric. I just haven't decided yet what I want to do it in. I think I want quite a luxurious, long, kind of viscosy, yeah, like drapey robe. So yeah, that will be to come. So yeah, really recommend this pattern. If you're not a member of the Cashmerette Club, really consider it because you get some great patterns. And obviously they're really size inclusive as well. Okay, so the next make that I made was for a baby that was born on our close. So our neighbours over the road have had their first baby, and they've had a little girl called Aria, and she's super tiny. But I made the Lullaby line knotted gown in a fabric that I don't even know where I got it from. It's been in my stash, and it's got a little scrap here. Excuse all the fluff on it. But this is the fabric. It's a little hedgehog fabric that is a lovely cotton jersey, and I made, yeah, as I say, the Lullaby Lounge knotted gown, which I'll put a picture in of. And this is a new trend that is available now for babies, where it's a sleeping suit, so baby grow, but with not legs in it. It's got like a tie, or some of them have elasticated bands, and you put the baby to bed in it at night time, and it just makes those night changes much simpler, where you haven't got to faff around with poppers, you know, getting the feet back in, and you know, we've all been there trying to like constrict the baby's leg into this foothole while not waking it up. And it had little the mitts that go over the hands to protect their skin from their sharp nails. And then I also made a baby hat, and the baby hat was for a free pattern from Koala and Co. And yeah, I'm super proud of it. I made the newborn, and this baby will not be in this for a while because she was tiny. She was like this big, I'm not even lying. But that was really, really nice to gift that to them, and it was part of my gift to November and my first entry for that. So yeah, here's a picture of those. I'm sorry I haven't got them to show you, but I obviously had to gift it before I filmed this. I think that pattern goes up to, the hat pattern goes up to 24 months from preemie, and the Lullaby line knotted gown goes from preemie to 6 months, and it includes the knotted or banded hem, and that isn't a free pattern. I did actually purchase that in the end because I like the look of it. Had some really nice techniques. I actually used for the first time jersey bias binding, and the bottom of the gown has got bias binding all the way around it, and I really like that. And I had some in my stash that I got from Beyond the Pink Door, so that was really good. I didn't have to buy anything for that. So my next make is a fabric that I got from the Blooming Fabric Shop. Ivana from Blooming Fabric Shop sent me this as well in exchange for a review, and I used, it's this fabric here, which is a lovely green koala. It's like a greeny grey. It doesn't come up, it comes up greyer on here, but it is greener, and it's got like eucalyptus leaves and little koalas asleep, mummy koalas, baby koalas. And I made the maple cardigan by Sew Over It. Oh, it's a bit like, I mean, you could do it in a thicker fabric and it'd be like a bomber jacket, and I made this, and again, such an enjoyable sew. It's got a little band at the bottom. I put a Made by Mummy tag on the outside because you know I'm a fan of putting them on the outside. And I also, first time ever using poppers this week, and these lovely poppers, which were prim poppers, a bit big actually, but they're the only ones I could get from Hobbycraft at short notice. And that is little maple cardigan. And then I also made the Waves and Wild harem pants, which I think is a free pattern. And this is so quick to make. It's a waistband, a front and a back, and then the cuffs at the bottom. And it's no elastic. It is just absolutely super quick. I whip these up in like 15 minutes. You basically sew the side seams through the crotch, do the cuffing on the bottom as normal, and the cuff, and then it's just a cuff on the top, and you can fold them over. And again, I've put the little tag in, Mummy and Me. So if you've never made these, they look super cute. They're great for kids that are in nappies still, because they have that kind of baggy bum area. And yeah, she's going to be wearing this to nursery on Friday, and I'm going to take some pictures of them because I haven't got them yet. So hopefully by the time you see this vlog, the pictures will be up there. But if not, I've got pictures of them kind of laid out so you can see them. And I made her the size 3, and it fits perfectly. Really happy with those. And that maple cardigan, yeah, is a brilliant little pattern. I'm definitely going to make some more of these for her. And as I say, you could make it in like a sweatshirting or something a bit thicker, and it would make a really lovely little cozy jacket almost. So yeah, really like those. And finally, my piece de la resistance is my Christmas hoodie wearable blanket. Now, and there's a story behind this. Initially, I was going to do the do-it-yourself club wearable blanket, the Billy wearable blanket, which is a free pattern. And when I looked at it, it was absolutely massive, and I didn't actually want it to be that big. I actually wanted something that I could wear, and this is more, you put it on and sit on the sofa because it's just humongous. And I actually wanted something that I could actually go out in if I wanted to. So I scratched that idea. It's really fabric hungry as well. It takes 3 meters, and I didn't have 3 meters of the fabric. So I ended up deciding to do the Leka Patterns men's hoodie, which is obviously for a stretch fabric, and I've made my husband this one twice now, and that fits me quite nicely, as in it's oversized. So I thought, let's use this pattern and just size up a bit. So what I actually did is I got the pattern, put it onto the fabric, and then just added nearly well over, I would probably say, an inch onto all the seams for this, and then lengthen the sleeves and lengthen the bodice because I wasn't going to put cuffing on it. And I'm so happy with it. So let me just turn this screen round so you can see the finished result. Might just have to lower this a bit. Ooh, so this is the fleece, that fabric that I got when I went to Sew Brum, and I got this for £8.50 a metre, and I used just over about 1.5 metres for this, and I love it. It's absolutely amazing. It was so quick to sew. Obviously it hasn't got any stretch in it, but because I made it oversized and I did the hooded version, I was a bit worried it wasn't going to fit over my head, but actually because I've sized up, it was fine. And then I wasn't going to line the hood, but then, and I didn't have enough fabric to line it with the same fabric, but I picked up some of this Sherpa from Hobbycraft for £5 for half a metre, and I didn't even need that much really. And as you can see, that just makes it really super cozy, and I love it. It's just so much fun. It's so warm. I wore it the other day and I was just so warm on the sofa watching TV, and it's just so lovely to touch. And yeah, even my husband said he wanted me to make him one, but perhaps not in as loud a print. But yeah, love it, absolutely love it. The cuffs have worked really well. It doesn't need the cuffing, and in fact I didn't actually need to lengthen it, because without that cuff to gather it into, it would have been long enough. So I might even just shorten the sleeves again, but it is quite nice to have your hands in it. I mean, you could also put a thumb hole in it as well, and that would be quite nice as well. But yeah, love it. Really, really happy with how that's turned out. So yeah, what more can I say about how amazing this is? I do have pictures, as I say, which I will insert. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, I've had quite a busy couple of weeks with making, but fairly easy makes, apart from the gifts, and I've really enjoyed them as well. So yeah, that's what I've been making. In respect of my plans for this week, there's quite a few, there's a couple of things that I want to do. The main thing is, and I've already cut out the pants, but I've got the top to cut out, is my toile of the Pietra pants and the Celio top. I'm cutting it out in just this black fabric. It's just a old bed sheet, and I'm using it as a toile. I'm just going to quickly sew it together, rough and ready, just to get the fit right. I think it's going to be okay. I've compared the closet core pattern to my trouser block that I did when I went to Crafty Sew and Sew, and it looks similar. I think the rise is about right. So I'm going with the straight size 14, I think, which is a UK 18, which I'm not, but we don't worry about the sizes. We go with what's going to fit me. So yeah, so that is something I want to get sewn up this week. So by the end of the week, I know exactly what size I'm going to actually cut out in the main fabric, which I still haven't decided on. I think most of you like the navy or the animal print, but we'll see. So that is one of the focuses this week. The other focus that I've got is I really want to get my bag sewn up that I am doing. So I have got some fabric from UK Fabrics Online, some waterproof fabric, and I have chosen to make a bag. I'll just get the pattern. So this is the pattern that I'm making. It's like a slouchy fold over bag, and I'm really excited to get this sewn up and have a little sporty bag that I've made myself. So hopefully by the end of the week this will be made up and I can show it to you, which will be super exciting. So yeah, I'm trying to keep my plans a little bit low-key this week because I don't want to take too much on, because I'm still kind of recovering from the cold that I had. And yeah, so they're my plans. So hopefully toile completed and a bag completed. And the other thing that I probably will get delivery of next week is my Little Miss So and So box for November, and it's a cracker. So I will be filming my unboxing and then also making up the garment, which then I will do in a reveal hopefully the week after. So yeah, it'll be a busy week of those types of projects. Now, I would normally share with you any fabrics and things that I've got, but the only fabrics that I've actually purchased this month is for my birthday, and I'm planning on filming a birthday haul vlog, which will be completely separate because otherwise it would go on forever. And it's basically just fabric. So I will, and it's actually quite a lot of See You at 6 fabric, which I wanted to make sure I spent my birthday money on some special fabric. So watch your space for that. I'm hopefully getting it filmed at the same time I'm filming this, so it should be live over the weekend. And yeah, I'll bring that to you. And then the only other thing that I wanted to show you is a little craft box that I got. So on Instagram, I came across a post for a place called craftboxclub.co.uk, and they do a monthly subscription. We all know I love a subscription for sewing crafts, and I've said to you before that I'm really interested in getting into different types of sewing crafts, really keen to improve my hand sewing skills and lots of other things. Anyway, usually it's £16 a month, and they were doing a offer for £5 for your first month subscription. So I jumped at the chance and thought I'm going to go ahead with this. And the first one came this month, and it's absolutely lovely, and I wanted to share it with you. So in it you get all the notions and fabrics and stuff that you need to make the item, and then you get the sewing pattern, which you can purchase individually. This is my little gift as it came, little pack, and I think these make lovely little gifts for people as well. So I think you can purchase them individually as well. So I'll put all the links to this in the notes below, so you can check it out for yourself. I'm not sure if she's still doing the offer, but if she is, I'll pop that in there as well. So this is what I was greeted with, and I just love it. So it is kit 98 at the zoo, and it's to make 4 felt stuffies, which Alice is going to absolutely love. So I'm going to make these and give her them for Christmas. So basically on the front it tells you learn how to cut and assemble felt patterns, French knot, whip stitch, how to start and stop stitches, embroider faces, and avoid floppy head syndrome. So that's really exciting. So it's all about the things that I want to learn actually. So the hand sewing. And inside is a lovely little picture of the 4 little animals that I'm going to make. So you've got a zebra, an elephant, a hippo, and a bear, I think. And yeah, it's got the instructions all the way through. The booklet's got so much information in it, pictures of how to put them all together. It's got the pattern pieces here as well. And yeah, it just seems really, really useful. Obviously I haven't made it up yet, but I think that'd be a really nice little thing for me to pick up and put down. And then inside there's a little card that says at the zoo. It says a collection of adorable animals made from wool, blend felt, stitched with love and care. This is a wonderful project to become lost in. In these busy times we all feel like we're in a zoo sometimes, so why not get lost in one, which is really nice, isn't it? And then you've got all your felts for all the different animals in there. Really lovely colours. You've got your stuffing in there as well. And then a little box and a little bag which says make me. And then I'm assuming in here is all the notions that you need. So let's have a little look. Embroidery needles. Lovely. And then all your threads. Now I know embroidery threads can be quite pricey, and obviously you're not going to use all that, are you? So that's lovely that I've got all that in there. And yeah, I just think it's a really lovely gift for somebody, treat for yourself. £16 a month normally. As I say, you can buy them. You can buy, oh, I think that's some paper to trace out the pattern. Yeah, I just think it's really great. And I'm looking forward to getting that made up and a little Christmas present for Alice. And I just wanted to share it. So yeah, that is www.craftclubbox.co.uk, and as I say, I'll put the notes in it. Now I'm not on any commission or any obligation to share this. Obviously I'm just a customer of theirs, and I just thought it'd be something that you guys might be interested in. So okay, so I think that's all for me today. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and if you don't subscribe, please consider subscribing. I'm so close to 3,000 subscribers, and although it's not about the numbers, I would love to get to 3,000 by my year anniversary, which is the 17th of December. So if you don't subscribe already, please hit that subscribe button, and if you don't already, click the notification bell. You'll get notified of whenever I release a vlog. If you want to support my channel further, I do have a Ko-fi account which you can buy me a coffee on. Had lots of generous donations recently, and a couple of people donated for my birthday as well, which I will give a shout out on my birthday fabric haul or birthday gift haul. And yeah, everyone's just really generous. So if you want to support my channel a little bit further, then please check out my Ko-fi account. So I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, as I say, and I'll see you all soon. Happy sewing. Bye.